Welcome, travelers of the dark. Pull your chairs closer to the fire, but don't get too comfortable. Tonight, we aren't talking about the kings who built monuments. We're talking about King Malachor the Heavy, a man who believed that love was a lie and only weight was real. Here is the story of the king who turned his people into lead. The king's fear. The floating treason. Malachor was a massive man who lived in a castle on top of a mountain. He had a strange, terrifying fear. He believed that anyone who felt light was planning to run away or betray him. To Malachor, a happy person was a dangerous person. He decided that to keep his people loyal, he had to make them heavy. The law of the iron coin. He didn't tax his people for their money. He taxed them for their sins of lightness. The laughing tax. If you were caught laughing in the street, you had to wear a 10-pound iron chain around your neck for a week. The dancing debt. If you were caught dancing, iron weights were sewn into the hems of your clothes. The wedding weight. On your wedding day, instead of a ring, the king's men would bolt an iron shackle to your ankle to ground your love. By the 5th year of his rule, the people of the valley didn't walk. They dragged themselves through the dirt. The sound of the kingdom wasn't music. It was the constant clink-clank of chains against stone, the garden of living statues. The cruelty reached its peak when Malachor built his great gallery. He wanted to see who was the most loyal. He started a competition to see who could carry the heaviest iron crown. If a man or woman collapsed under the weight, Malachor didn't let them go. He had his blacksmiths pour molten lead over their feet while they stood, literally rooting them to the floor of his garden. Now, Malachor would whisper, patting the cold metal on their legs. You are a perfect subject. You will never move. You will never leave me. You are finally solid. He had hundreds of these living statues lining the path to his throne, people who were still alive inside, but could never move a single muscle. The heavy downfall Malachor's end was as dark as his heart.